Hello everyone and welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, or vice versa on that. I never know which is first. I've played this game. We've seen this on the channel and I always quit it. And there's a reason for that. It's because I'm not very good at this game. And I've been trying to learn it more and more, and I've been trying to do better things. What we need to do first is what we're looking at right here. Is install what I'm going to call a money battery. So this setup is pump jacks. We're earning some oil here. We are playing on realistic, but I don't believe that you should have to research where oil is in the 1980s. So we have research is turned off. We're just going to go into it. But yes, this is our money battery going directly into a port here, or a selling area. So this should go out. Should. I don't know if it's going to work, but we do have a backup. If not, I can still pick it up from the tank, which is here. So we're going to get set up with our little dealio. This took like an hour to figure out, and it's a mess, but it's very tight, very compact, and we're getting the most out of this area. So with any of these videos, we've got to do the same thing that we always do. We need to find a place to put all of our starting construction equipment. So we're gonna start here, and if I can remember where, there we go. Go here, 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 and free. Now we have 7 of these. We're gonna go ahead and use all 7 of them. So we have all 7 of these placed. Now we need a fuel depot. We should have a free one of these. Do believe that's all we're gonna need right now. So we need to buy a vehicle for this. Oh wait, no, I need a depot. Or not a depot, what are they called? Construction office, not demo office. They're here somewhere. Distribution office, there we go. So we're going to need something fairly quick that holds a lot. I think we're just going to go ahead. How much is this guy? It's 11,000. That's an awful lot. We're going to get one of these. And now we can add here and here. And unpause. We do have a clock mod installed as well, so the days are going to go by slower, which I think is pretty nice. Let's go and get this sped up. He's going to go ahead and go here, get his orders, and then should get some fuel immediately? Yes. Now, we have all of this to deal with, this giant squiggle. First things first, as always, we need bulldozers and the excavators. So let's go ahead and get some of these guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and get 4 concrete mixers, 4 dump trucks, 2 road cranes probably, a couple of buses, but just the little ones. We don't need a lot. I just want 2 of the little microbuses here. I do believe that I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it was going to be. Then we have to set up a source for all of these buildings, and we're just going to go ahead and tell them they can buy everything that we're going to need from over here. They're going to start going here. So seriously, I don't know what I'm missing here. I know I'm forgetting something. We have concrete mix. Oh, I don't have the stuff for paving roads. Well, we're not going to get that right now. So that's fine. We'll be okay with that. And this is a baby little warehouse deal, or what is this? Customs house. God, I'm just out of practice on everything now. So little baby customs house. So we're gonna get all this stuff delivered, and hopefully it goes by pretty quick. I just want to get this done. As soon as this is done, we should be exporting everything, and it should go fairly quickly. I think you can hold control in 1. Yeah, that speeds it up a little bit, so we can get the things out of the customs house and get to work in here. There's so much stuff going on right now. I guess I could buy... I mean, we're going to use them a lot. Let me just get a few more excavators, and they're going to go right to work, so that works out pretty well. I mean, we have so much stuff here. And for those that don't know how this game works, every building has to be, well, if you play on realistic, you have to bring parts, materials, and people in. And there's different phases to go. So for this one, we need 89 work days. So every worker can do basically 8 hours worth of work, depending on the amount of travel time that comes to them. We need 7 tons of concrete, 5 tons of gravel, and 4 tons of asphalt to complete this phase. And then we get into the steel and mechanical components on top of it. So there's a lot to do, and it takes a while to really get this game rolling. And I think that's what makes it pretty interesting. You know, there are times where it can be tedious. Like at the very beginning, we don't have a population to work with, and we're working with what is supplied from the border. And that can take a while. So let's fast forward here a little bit, and a lot of this stuff is going to get moved around, and we're going to different projects. We can see that some pipelines are already being built. But again, these things take people and manpower. So projects will stop when we don't have the correct things. Like we have manpower here, but I have no mechanism to get it done. So it's just going to take more and more days. But I can slow down this construction with this, so I can just turn it on to low priority, and I can actually just calm it down and say, hey, you guys, go do something else first, because we don't need this running yet. I need the power on, I need the pipeline set, I need all this other stuff done before we get to the exporting of the materials. And boom, our first pipeline is done. So that should be good to go. And we've got workers going everywhere else. So I'm just going to fast forward through this bit. Hopefully we're going to get some things running, and it should be a-okay. And there we go. This should be a properly functioning... Oh, there's a little guy over here that hasn't been fixed. What are you doing, fella? Why aren't you working? Anybody want to go help him? There we go. He'll get done. It's fine. He's just over here by himself. We need to kick on the power, which is going to say, hey, we're going to import some stuff. So we import 1.8 megawatts, and we are a pumping. So we already got 4 tons, now 7, of oil. So we can unsuspend this construction. And then that's going to make everybody spring to life, hopefully. And we should be able to get this done and hopefully see our money go the other way. This cost us $500,000 or rubles to get done. I think that's like a lot of money. It's a good chunk. Less than 900 days left to go on the foreign pipeline connection. Hopefully this works. I honestly never tried it. 10 days left, and export. The money's going up. Oh, yes, the money's going up. That makes me so happy. I know it's going to drain this like super fast. Like this can't keep up. It's fine. But money go up. We'll be able to repay everything now. We've already made 13,000. Okay. We can actually build things now. Which we're probably going to need to build a maintenance facility right away because my vehicles are already hurting. Okay, I think as our first permanent structure, let's build a technical service thing. Get that guy on the grid here. Best we can. Get him going, and this will help with keeping everything here running. As you know, this one has 1% maintenance, this is 1%. These things are important to keep running, and this is what this does. We'll assign it a couple vehicles, it'll need a couple workers, and we can keep it going. That makes me think what we're going to need next, which is people. This is actually kind of why I chose this area. It's not too awful bad. Yeah, we got a little hill here. This is pretty flat, you know, into this plain here. There's not like a lot going on, so we could start a small town here, especially where we have easy access to get their major foods and stuff like that. And we have a power source, we've got a source of income, we have places for them to work, or we'll have places for them to work. this seems like a pretty good place. Maybe. Because I do want to do mining as well, which, if I take a look at that... So we have iron in these hills somewhere, probably way up in here. So we'll have to get a bus route or something for them to go up in there, and there'll be a conveyor thing and all that fun stuff. But this is the main thing I wanted to do. I mean, we're making money. I like that a lot. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let's do something like this. I do kind of want to build this on a grid, as it'll be a lot easier for us to get things working with. Let's do an F1 here. I'm thinking we go right up here like this, because I want a farm area down this direction. Should be far enough away from the pump jacks and everything for pollution to be on this side, I think. That's also another consideration that we have to take in. So let's do... I wish you could lock things without seeing the grid. Like, I know what I kind of want to do here. Let's do this. Should be able to kind of bring this down into this direction. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we're going to build us a small farm. Actually, it'd probably be better to build a large farm. This game needs a little bit better. How do I say this? It needs to do a better job of telling you, how much stuff you're going to do. So I'm just going to build a medium. And it does have a spot for fertilizer, so let's build this guy. Probably right here, let's say. Then we can build right in behind it some grain storages. Nothing huge though. Something maybe like this. Probably put it right here, maybe? Yeah, right in behind it. That works. We shouldn't need yeah, we probably do need to make that a gravel road. Looks like we've got an in and an out. Should be fine. I think I can probably set up something here for dry fertilizer. Or I'm stupid. I thought you could store fertilizer in one of these. In other news, our little maintenance truck area thing got done. Oh, wait. This is not garbage. What? I thought these are supposed to have the technical things in them to keep your stuff up. Well, I guess I'll get a couple waste trucks. Okay, so as liquid storage was the one that I was looking for this. So it could go right here. So this should be a pretty self-sufficient little area here. Let's go and get some power into these guys. Gonna need a substation of some sorts. Can I get power from somewhere easy? Probably not. Power is probably my least favorite part of this game. It's just so cumbersome. Like, I enjoy it to a point. But it's like this. I just have all these connections and stuff I have to make, which is fine. So let's go ahead and start all this construction. And these guys should just come to life. And while they're doing that, we can put down some farmland. So this here is a mess. But fields are fields. As long as you can get in and out of them, what does it really matter? So this should be enough to support a small little area here. We can get our crops, we can get them in and out. I'm not going to do trains up here in the mountains. So we're going to rock with that. These guys are just trucking along. Now we need to worry about how we're going to supply this with workers. So I probably should have put a bus station in here. I might still do that. Does this need workers? I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. This is probably not ideal. This is like Kansas. You're just oil and, well, natural gas, I think. Kansas, right? Where's it oil? Seeing a whole lot of oil derricks, so I'm gonna say oil. And fields right next to each other. You know, I'm sure that's great. I'm sure that it's fine. Oh, it just crashed. Oh no, it just crashed. Please don't crash. Okay, if I'm reading this right, a farm does not take actual people to work, which seems weird, because it's normally a labor of love. All right, let's get the farm done really quick. So the farm is done, but the storage isn't. Let's go and get some vehicles. We're gonna need some stuff. So we're gonna need some tractors. Ooh. MTZs. We all know I like those. And we got the Zedders. Let's get... Oh man, there's so many. You're 35 kilowatt. You're 38 kilowatt. So apparently you're better. So let's get 2 of these guys. 2 of these guys. Let's get some covered holes for transport. So we'll get... probably 4 of these. 6 of these. And then 2 harvesters, right? Oh yeah. Are these E512s? E512s. Wasn't this like a copycat of a Kloss? I can't remember. There we go. And then we can tell our little tanker guy here, hey, keep the vehicles topped up. So you're gonna unload some fuel. And here you're gonna unload some fertilizer. But you can load everything in there. There we go. That should keep everything rolling, right? And there they go. Look at them. Look at you. Your little plow. You're just chugging along, ain't you, bud? Ah, I like it. Oh, he got through, little fella. Look at you go. As the world should be. There we go. Yeah, this should be pretty good. I mean, for our little place here, we don't have anywhere to do anything with it. I do want to kind of do a food factory down this way, maybe? That'd probably be a good idea. All right, for our town, how are we going to do this? So we need a pub. All right, so let's just kind of get everything laid out how we want it. All right, so we're going to need a pub of some sorts. I do want this to be on a grid, so sorry for the grid. We're going to need a small shopping center, but I don't know which one's the smallest. We can get a small store. Yeah, so we'll go with the one that takes the least amount of days. So we can go right across the street from the pub is where you're going to get your stuff. Something like, I don't know, kind of like it off the road a little bit. So we'll do something like that. So the small shopping center, that means they can get food, electronics, clothes, and meat. That seems pretty good. So that should be all we need there. We're going to need a kindergarten and some sports. I think the sports can be without path or without roads, so we can just do paths. We're going to need infrastructure. I know I want a kindergarten, so I need a little baby one. Okay, it can be built on a path. What kind of housing can we get on paths? Because we're not going to need a ton of people. Can I just get flats without, like, any... Oh my god, there's so many more. Just a path? How about this? Yeah, okay. So how do we want to do this? I could do a path network. Yeah, let's do 3 on this side. 3 on that side. It's a little off kilter, not enough to make me worry about it. And we're going to build the good footpaths here. You say, hey, you guys can cross the road here and here and there. There we go. Now we need the kindergarten. Do this guy. I want it to be used by everybody. Let me continue my path. And what we'll do is we're going to say, hey, go into the back lot here, maybe? Yeah, it looks good. There we go. Let's get a kindergarten right here on the corner. That should be accessible by everyone. And we'll get us regular school, just a small one again. Do it this way. Oh my god, they added path substations. That's amazing. I did not know that they did this at any point. So that school, how about, oh yeah, we need our facilities. So maybe a line back this way. So I've never built the House of Culture, but we can put that guy here. That looks good. And we're going to turn get citizens off on all these right now, because I don't want to lose a bunch of people right off the rip. All right, I think this is it. We got some sport areas. We got tennis courts and some volleyball. We've got culture. We've got the school and a kindergarten. We've got 6 rows of houses, so people have places to work, go, raise their kids, do some culture, and we'll eventually have a place to work, because I think we're going to put a bus stop up here. All these are asphalt. So I think what we're going to do is build a nice little offshoot here, and let's build up our big construction office. So 24 diddle construction office ought to be a pretty good deal for us here. We're going to turn that to high priority, because they're going to want to build all this out, which is fine. Oh, we do need to connect our voltages up. So we can do here to here, here to here. There we go. Okay, as far as our farm goes, everything is getting ready to pop. It's at 82%. Maybe this will go up. Yeah, it's going up a little bit. Oh, things are happening. Things are happening. Oh, this feels very productive. I like that. All right, things are happening. We're doing the thing. I want to get this little town done before we end. All right, off that one little field, we got 30 tons. So I could go ahead and start selling these crops. What do they sell for? It sells for $16 a ton. Almost 17 bucks. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and set up a dedicated truck for that. So if I were to buy a covered hull, total capacity, one of these, I can add a stop, I think. So I tell it to go to here, and it can load that. Yes, you can load the crane and the stuff, and we can unload corn. There we go. these two. Ooh. You know, when he's not doing that, he could stock up this too. Let's add another stop here. So you're about to buy electronics, actual food, clothing, alcohol, not explosives, components. Yeah, that should be fine. So you can unload that stuff there. Building's not finished. Okay, things are coming along. So he's going down the road with $200 worth of crops. That's something. It's mainly going to be used for our food production whenever we get that going. Yeah, I'll take an extra 200 bucks for something, you know. It's fine. Food production is going to be down here. But we need the workforce for that because I'm really kind of tired of importing work. So having some people that are able-bodied that we can send our microbuses to do these construction jobs, one, they work longer and they're more efficient. So it should be a whole lot better. And I have been sitting around 9.6 million this entire time, so that's pretty good. Let's also buy a refrigerated truck. All right, so we can start the great migration of vehicles. So we're going to change the working area of all of our idle things right now. And put all these guys over here. I'm going to leave this one alone. That'll be nice for road construction, so I can just move them around that way. Probably gonna split them between a couple of smaller trucks too. So we'll have some road construction guys doing some other stuff as well. I do think I'm gonna buy a couple more road cranes. Not the big expensive one though. I don't need like something so fast. So something cheap. And I should probably buy a paver and a roller. Okay, while the town's being constructed up, let's take a look at adding in a bus stop, I guess, and the food production. I know I'm going to have to cart it from here to here, but I'm not too worried about that. Honestly, it's a minor concern, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. Or we could make alcohol, but I think food production is the better. Oh, I don't have any water. Oh no, I didn't build none of the houses for water. Oh, I forgot that we were doing water simulation. Oh, God. Okay. That changes things. I need to build a way to get water. Oh, man, I'm so bad at this game. Okay. I think that is probably going to take a little bit of planning. So, yeah. I think we'll do that in the next episode. Because I don't know how to do that. I don't know what the concerns are. Oh my God, there's sewage and garbage. I have it all turned on. And happiness. Oh no. What have I done? Okay. Yeah, so we have to take care of garbage and sewage. Which means we have to unload it somewhere to where it's not going to get picked up. And it has to worry about elevation, and we're fighting hills, and I have to have pumping stations, and my nice little city grid is probably not going to work. So I have to have a water cleanliness station too, and a place to store water once it's clean. Oh God, what have I done? Okay, well, that makes me think a little bit. We're going to have to expand the little town, which is fine, but I don't know where I'm going to put everything. Is this how towns grow? Probably. But that's where we're going to leave it at for today. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye for now.